the songs are very battle-like, epic battle songs now in the Memento Mori album, and it's yes, it's a little bit of a battle cry against the pandemic situation.
Hello, you metal pilgrims, and welcome to the new interview episode on our new channel MP2. And today I'm more than happy to welcome Hauptmann of Feuerschwanz to speak about the upcoming studio album for the band. Hauptmann, how's it going, man? How's everything?
Wow, thank you. Yes, I'm ready. I'm fine. But this December was hard for us. We heard the message. Our tour in January is not working, and it's in the first time of December we were very sad about it. And now we decide, okay, we have the release on the 31st of December. Okay, we make a streaming concert, and yes, I think it will be working.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's gonna work, man. Before we jump into discussing the new album and everything, because obviously that's the big news about you guys these days. How's it overall in Germany? How are you guys coping with the madness? What is allowed, what is not these days? And do you think you see the light at the end of the tunnel? You know, sometime close.
Yes, the incidences are not so high in Germany, but there are no concerts or so. And the clubs are closed, and the discos, clubs, concert places are closed, and only restaurants are open,
which is like
till yes, 22. And yes, still the restaurants are so every people is drinking in a restaurant, and this is yeah, it's a little bit weird, yes. And every people have in the media, they say, okay, the next wave is coming, Omicron is coming, and today you don't feel it. And I think, okay, we have so good incidences. Why have we no tour in January? But okay, this is the situation in Germany.
Yeah, well, hopefully, you know, let's pray that all of this madness will be over soon, and we all will be able to get back to normal life. Because live streams, as you said, those are great things, but for the time being, and I believe that rock and roll and heavy metal should be enjoyed in, you know, sweaty clubs and on festivals rather than online. All right, now let's go to the big news about Feuerschwanz. Your new studio effort, Memento Mori, is actually out tomorrow, December 31st. So before anything, congrats on, you know, on finishing it up despite any pandemic or anything going on around the world.
Okay,
so
thanks.
Could you talk a bit about the creative process behind it? You know, how it all came together into this one piece we can hear today, tomorrow.
Yes, we're starting the process 1 year ago, and there were a lockdown time in winter last year, 2020 and 21. Yes, it was a sad time.
Yeah,
depressive with depressive feelings. And the songs are very battle-like, epic battle songs now in the Memento Mori album, and it's yes, it's a little bit of a battle cry against the pandemic situation.
Wow, that's pretty interesting, man. All right, so I, of course, was able to listen to the record a bit earlier than most others. And what has stricken me the most is its heaviness relative to pretty much anything you guys, you know, released before that. It might be just me, but just for me personally, this was maybe the heaviest album you guys did so far. So am I lunatic, or there was certain shift? And if so, where did the shift actually come from? Was that like a deliberate effort to dive into this folk metal scene even more than just rock and roll, or just, you know, it naturally came out like this?
Yeah, this is the most heaviest album. Yes, exactly. And the development towards heaviness is since 2018, like the album Hammer. And now this is the third album with a folk metal attitude, and the heaviness is going higher and higher. And now the singers are growling now, and Hody has some other metal cries, and so so we checking out the way of have a good mixture of folk instruments and the heaviness.
That's pretty cool, man. And what about lyric wise? I mean, you will have to correct me here, since my German is a bit rustic. I haven't been using it since actually last time I spoke to Ben a year and a half.
Yes.
On a show, but even then I pretended to speak German actually. But from what I felt again about this album, right? It is a little bit less humorous than even Das Elfte Gebot, right? It's a little bit more serious. And as you said, more like warlike, like battle cry like. So do you think that it is due to the pandemic that had the effect on the lyrical writing process for you guys, or again, just it came out like this?
Yes, it's a little pandemic effect, yes, to have the battle cry against the pandemic, yes, like Memento Mori, the song especially. But yes, Feuerschwanz, in our development, we are adult, and our dragon is adult, and now we have deeper themes in the lyrics, and our humor is more behind the words.
That's interesting, man. All right, so as I said, around like what, a year and a half ago, right after release of Das Elfte Gebot, I actually had a pleasure of welcoming Ben on the show. It was great. I enjoyed it a lot, and that's when you guys actually did a cover on Ed Sheeran's The Hobbit soundtrack, if you remember that. And we spoke about incorporating, Tolkien-related songs into your repertoire even more, since they fit, in my opinion, so well with your sound, especially as you develop this heaviness on top of the folk, folk rock kind of attitudes. And so on Memento Mori, you also guys have a song called Rohirrim, which I assume is a nod to, the horse riders of Rohan and the Tolkien legendarium. And for me, as a huge Tolkien nerd, I'm not even a fan, I'm a nerd of Tolkien. And a member of Tolkien Society. Yeah, this was just like honey to my ears, man. So how did this idea about this song come about? And what does, like Tolkien work, if anything, means to you personally?
Yes, you're not wondering when I say Hody is writing this song, and so you are both Tolkien nerds, Hody too, Hans, our guitar player too, and I'm too, yes, but I don't read it 30 times. I only read it 5 times or so.
You gotta keep up, man.
Yes, okay. So and Rohirrim is very cool. The figures of the Rohirrim, because they are Vikings on horses. And Feuerschwanz likes the northern mythology and the Viking, and so it's a good combination with a fantasy theme from Middle-earth and the Vikings.
That's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And you guys also did a cover, which I believe most of your fans have heard already, of course, on Manowar's Warriors of the World, which I gotta say is a very bold decision, given that this song is very much loved by metalheads around the globe, right?
Oh, and yes.
Yeah, it's like if you misstep, ooh, that's it, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
But it seems like people enjoyed it thoroughly, right? Everyone seemed to love it. I mean, the amount of views within just a couple of days was incredible. So how was it, first of all, whose idea was it to choose that song to cover? And how was it working with all those vocalists you guys invited for this one?
Yes, our idea was to build up an all-star team, and our message is, okay, when we stay together in this time, we can, yes, we can, the pandemic is not so, I don't know the word, we can überstehen, we can survive it, we can survive the situation. And our development since the 80s of Manowar is we have women as warriors, and Schildmaid is the German speaking, and a female singer. And yes, this is our way. Both genders are in metal.
That's pretty cool. Did you hear, was there any feedback from the guys over at Manowar for the song, or not yet?
Yeah, we are a little bit frightened to have to have the feedback, because we think they are not so amused to have a cover version, and we hope, okay, it's be cool, but we have no feedback yet.
Maybe no feedback is a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, the guys are going to be on the road once again next year. Maybe you guys will cross, somewhere on a festival or something like that, and then you can ask, like, "Hey, Joey, what did you think of this?" All right, man. But no, that was again, as I said, very bold thing. But you guys rocked it. Again, from what I saw, especially the feedback, not only Feuerschwanz fans, but overall metal fans around the globe seem to enjoy it thoroughly. And
Yes,
it's a great thing. This is a great thing, man.
more and more enjoy it. Yes, also the most of people enjoy it, and it was a discussion of trueness. Yes, that is but this is cool too, to have a discussion.
Yeah, 100%, man. And so you guys, you guys seem to be playing with Melissa Bonney so often at this point. I mean, did you guys actually consider inviting her to a band and giving her a permanent position at Feuerschwanz?
Yeah. Yeah, because Hans built up another band with her, and so we have a very good connection with her now, and she's a very good singer, and yes, but a position in our band, it would be cool. Yes.
Yeah, but there might be way too many people on stage at this point.
Yeah. Oh yes, much people. Okay.
Need a bigger stage then at this point.
Yes.
Awesome, man. And all right, so again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is your second studio record released with Napalm Records. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Not counting the live album in between and everything. So how is it working with them now that that there is some time passed? I mean, did you guys get used to each other, and do you feel there's still the same level of support from the label as you guys just received for the Elfte Gebot?
Yeah. Very cool is for us that das Elfte Gebot was successful, and so Napalm was amused about us, and yes, we are good partners, and they I don't know, but the connection with Napalm grows up, and I think we had some TV commercials in Germany now on this album, and this is very cool. This is one element of the promotion, but it's cool. They believe that Feuerschwanz is a band who grows.
That's awesome, and as you guys signed with them, and especially with all the international appeal of the band and everything, it feels like your popularity outside of your home country has, and the immediate neighbors of yours who naturally speak German or something, right, has grown a lot in the past couple of years, and this is definitely a great thing. So the next question is kind of twofold. Number one is whether you consider incorporating more English-speaking songs on the next records, again, to grow this appeal even more. And if there are any plans to go on tour, especially across the pond at some point in the future.
Yes, I think without the pandemic situation, there were answers for these questions, but now in this time, we hope it will work, but we have no plans to have a European tour or so, because our own tour in Germany is locked, and now we are touring 2023, and this is very hard. And yes, it could be interesting with a other band as a 4-band or festival lineup to go to other European countries. Yes, we will like it.
Awesome, man. And what about the English-speaking songs? Did you guys consider within team, to incorporate more of those on the next record?
Yes, we think about it, and I think there will be 1 or 2 English-speaking songs, yes, on the next album. But Hody is a mastermind, and we think about it.
That's awesome, man. All right, now that we closed with the main section of the whatchamacallit, of the album, right? I mean, let's go to the general things.
Okay,
have a couple more minutes. First of all, what are you drinking? What's that? Is that a beer?
This is not really a beer. It's a mix of lemonade and beer in Bavaria called Radler. Yes.
Any good?
Yes. It's better for my English.
It's okay. I do that a lot before writing, episodes and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right, my friend. So the next question, I actually really am curious to find out. All right, so as your sound progressed, right, as you guys moved kind of away, I want to say, from this folk rockish sound to folk metal on this album. Yeah. What is still your guilty pleasure in terms of music? What do you blast when you're drunk? You had way too many of those beers, the lemonade beers, and no one is listening if it's not rock and roll. What is that?
What I hear then when
what would you listen
drunk? To? Yes, I like it to hear party music, like Elstorm or the other from Finland, Vodka. I don't know the name now. With the best song is Vodka, and yeah,
Korpiklani.
Yeah, Korpiklani. I like the rumpa, the folk parts in metal. I like it.
Anything outside of metal that you listen to?
Yes, outside. I like blues. Very deep blues music. I like deep voices and deep smoky voices, and then I can very good relax. Yes,
that's awesome, man. Awesome. And the last one for today, because I don't want to keep you here for too long. I assume you have a very busy schedule, given the album is coming out tomorrow and you have all the interviews planned and everything.
Yeah,
but I'd love to hear it from you. What is one of the craziest stories which happened to you with Feuerschwanz on the road, when you were on tour?
Okay, this is a good question. One of the craziest stories. In this year, we had a situation. We are standing on a rust station on the Autobahn, and one of our Miezen seeing a money bag on they find a bag with money.
Like seriously, like a bag of money, like in the movies?
Yes, we thought about 3,000 euros or so. Much money. in it, and then a guy is coming with okay, is a little bit or not a little bit dizzy, and he asks us, well, okay, have you seen here something, a little bag or so? And then he said, I come from Netherlands, and or he's driving to Netherlands, and he needs the money. He have to, and yes, it was very my English is not so good to tell the story really cool, but he was he was very dizzy in the head, and then we gave him the money, and he's very whoa, okay, grateful, and whoa, okay,
Yeah.
then yes, he took some cigarettes from his pocket, and his key is fallen to the ground, and it was very very yes, much humor in this situation.
Yeah, this is awesome, because a lot of people, you know, I think he would assume that a lot of people would have taken the money and just run away, you know, with that.
Yeah.
Heroes,
So Feuerschwanz, yes, took the money back to the man from the Netherlands.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much, Hauptmann. It was great talking to you. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, not live, but you know, over this Zoom. Hopefully next time we'll catch together. You know, I'll catch you guys somewhere live, and we'll get to drink one of those.
Perhaps on a festival. Yes.
Absolutely, man. Any last message for the fans? Anything you want to share with them?
Yes, we want to thank our fans for nearly 2 years of support in a pandemic situation, and it could be much more months longer, but we hope in this summer of 22 we have a normal festival summer, more normal than 21. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hauptmann Feuerschwanz, everyone. Just as a reminder, Feuerschwanz's next studio album, Memento Mori, is out tomorrow, December 31st. So make sure to check it out, and you know, and pick up your copy and support the guys over like all the musicians as you should. Thank you so much, man, and keep rocking.
Yes, keep rocking too. Yes. Have a good